All right, man. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for
Mm.
joining us today. I appreciate it. Hey, to start things off, let's go ahead and just have you introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and what you do. Over to you,
Okay.
man.
Yeah. My name is Serif. I am a producer of some sort, and I make music and I do graphic design for Black Noise Records out of Bellingham, Washington. And I've made a couple tracks with Memphis Reigns over the years. I think been working 3 years together on various stuff.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
hmm
So, how long have you been making music? I know you had a catalog of music before we linked up, and so I found some music that dated back to 2015. Was
Yeah.
it?
Shit. I sent you my like really early stuff. I feel like so you have a good picture of like I mean, there's stuff on my SoundCloud dating back to I want to say like almost 2012, 2013. So
Oh,
I've been
wow.
officially like posting music for like 10 years now. But I would not want anyone to hear any of this stuff past like maybe 2017, 18, to be honest.
Oh man, I beg to differ, but we'll go into the albums in a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. I got to go through your entire catalog in preparation for this, and it's
Oh, I hope you enjoyed
amazing,
it.
man. Yeah, but so with that, 10 years, and then what was the motivation behind you starting to make beats? Was it, and were you and
Oh
friends
man.
doing it, or what was the origin of that?
I feel like I was in a bunch of bands at the time and they were like kind of shitty middle school, high school bands where I wasn't really like making the music that I wanted to hear. And I think one of my friend's older brothers passed me some burned CDs of like Dilla's Donuts and like Mad Villainy. Um,
Nice.
and it kind of made me start thinking like, oh wait, like, because I've heard sample based stuff before. I grew up on like uh, Check Your Head by the Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique, stuff like that. My dad had a couple of hip hop CDs floating around. So I was like, okay, like I know that sampling is a thing. I don't think I quite understand it, but I want to learn what the process is behind it. And that was just a fucking huge rabbit hole that I fell down and never recovered from.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that you were in bands before. Were you guys doing hip hop? Were you guys doing rock, or what kind of music were you
No,
guys
it
doing?
was. I think I was in like a kind of like a hair metal band for like a hot
Nice.
second doing drums. Um, and then yeah, actually, I was doing a kind of an internship at a Vera project, helping someone teach a DJ class. So I took the class for a year. Then after that, I was helping people learn how to mix tracks and scratch and shit like that. So I kind of had like some of the fundamentals down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I just finally downloaded Ableton one day and was like, okay, let's just like figure this out. Like to this day, I think I have not watched that many tutorials on it. So my workflow is like completely fucked up compared to everybody else's. Like I'll get together with my friends and we'll try to make a beat together, and it's like we're speaking alien languages still. But yeah, I found my way.
Hey man, those are good albums to have as starters, right? The
Mhm.
Dilla Donuts and then Mad Delaney. Great hip hop, man. To start veering into that avenue. And so,
Yeah.
was there anybody that you were listening to? I mean, the Washington hip hop scene is pretty big. You guys got a lot of great
Mhm.
artists that have come out of Washington. Was there anybody that inspired you, or
Oh, I was such a loner up until like probably like 5 years ago. Like I was not involved in the hip hop scene at all until I think, yeah, near the end of my college, I was doing a radio DJ show at Cugs FM, which is our local like college at a radio station at like Western Washington. And yeah, I just started playing house shows and stuff, and through there, I would meet some people and be like, "Oh, you should check out this guy named the Rhetorician. He's new to town. He's looking for like a producer." I
so?
think I literally just messaged him on SoundCloud one day and was like, "Hey, you want to do something?" And through him, he has kind of like put me through to like Nico from Black Noise Records and like all the other people on the label. Um, so I'm into scene now, but for a while I was just completely by myself in my own world doing my thing.
No, I hear you, man. Is that so? Bellingham, all Black Noise is based out of Bellingham. Is that right?
Mhm. Yeah, we got a local shop now. It's not new. It's about a year old now. I think our birthday just passed, but
Yeah,
yeah, we are
nice.
officially a little. record shop and a label, and we were putting out cassettes. I just finished the designs for the vinyl center labels for 12 inches. So I think
Sick.
we're going to be doing some of that soon.
Nice.
Hmm.
Well, hey man, you said that you got your start about 2012, and then
Hmm.
what was the motivation for you to just actually say, "Hey, I'm gonna put out an album now. I'm gonna put it
Oh,
together."
I mean, I think okay. So I got to Western in about 2017, and my roommate was an amateur rapper, and I was like, okay, cool. Um, this gives me a reason to actually like try to put together a full project. My first album that's actually out on I think it's like 100 CDs are floating out there. I was just giving them away like candy.
Uh-huh.
I think he only actually made one vocal track on the entire thing and then kind of gave up. So it turned into kind of an instrumental beat project after that,
Yeah.
which is sort of the path that I've followed since then.
Yeah. What was the album called?
Oh, that's it's that one's gonna be out there. Has the bunny on the cover.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, so
Yeah,
I
the
mean
Easter
that's probably a good segue to talk about the albums. I actually found
bunny.
an album called Bada Bing, which predates Out There, right? So I don't know if you actually consider that an actual release,
Oh shit.
but yeah, I heard that album, the
Yeah.
2015 release. Was that even? Do you even
Mm-hmm.
recall making that project or what?
Vaguely, yeah. I think at that time I was putting out little like 4-track EPs.
Yeah,
Honestly, dude, the beats are like super rudimentary. I'm proud of some of the work I was able to do just because I think I had like a good taste for samples at that point.
yeah.
But like production wise, it's rough. It's pretty rough. It's not as rough as the EP that came before that. So I'm glad
Oh
you didn't go
man.
any I'm glad you didn't go farther back than that. But
No, I thought it was cool. And so you mentioned your first physical release, which was Out There, the EP.
mhm.
And I'll tell you, man, like when I listened to that album, man, I think you're on it, man. You got good old fashioned soul sample based boom bop. And I
Appreciate you.
agree with you. Your sample selection is very very good. I just yeah, I think you got a knack for that. But what really
Thank you.
stuck out to me was the way that the drums were programmed. So I don't know if you're sampling drums too, or are you
Mhm.
actually playing them out too.
Oh, a lot of that early drum stuff, I was literally like placing MIDI notes on a drum roll by hand. So I was
Yep.
doing like zero finger drumming at that point. It was all just like clicking around and making like set patterns and experimenting that way, I guess, which is like not the way that I don't think any of my friends do it or like
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard to make that kind of stuff not sound robotic, although I have my techniques now of trying to hide the fact that I still do that sometimes.
No, that's fine. And what I wanted to do was actually give you props, man. I thought like your stuff early on, just the drums were dope, man. And so your selection or the way that you arrange it, man, it's just it's a tough skill to master, man. And I think all the stuff that you had, like drums are hard hitting and just
Yeah,
flows within the BPM that I really enjoy. So for me, that makes for a good recipe, right? Good soul samples and hard hitting drums. So hey,
that's kind of the formula,
2015.
right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
kind of
that's
I just stuck to that forever, and I honestly I keep going back to it like pretty much no matter what I do because it's just such a nice sound that I
yeah.
can't get
I
away
think
from.
you're consistent with it. As I walk through all your albums, and I like it, man. So I'll even move on to the I Am Lost EP.
Hmm.
And so same thing, man. Right off the bat, dude. First track, the drums were hard, and then you had a couple features on there too as well. And so I saw you further develop as a producer,
Hmm.
better and
Appreciate you.
better in terms of like picking samples and putting it together. And it's good, man. There was one on there in particular, you did a remix for Ghostface Killer, right? The Ghostface
Yeah.
bootleg remix. That was freaking bananas, man. Holy
Oh,
cow.
thank you.
Yeah, that beat was sick. I was like, dude, I need that beat, man.
You can have it because that's like obviously I did not actually get Ghostface. So all
Yeah,
the
right.
rappers on that are bootleg shit that I
Right,
found
right. Hey,
on
dude,
internet,
I
right?
thought, this was not my intent to ask for you to use that beat, but I flipped that one. I heard that, man. There were good, a lot of good tracks, man. Changing the time was also another one too, as well. And again, just sound selection was really dope, man. So
I think at that point I was actually sampling vinyl because for a long time I didn't even have a record. I had a record player, but I was only really like collecting new stuff. And I would
yeah,
go online to try to find stuff on YouTube, just because a lot of the stuff I wanted to sample was like I wasn't finding it used at stores, or it was like, oh, this is a $200 record. If you
Yeah,
actually want to get the physical copy of this, I try to do some of that now because I have my connections, but like yeah, at that point it was all like, okay, I'm just gonna go onto YouTube and like, okay, let's check out like the ECM jazz label and see what's up there. And that's I think
yeah.
of, where that Ghostface Killa sample comes from is some yeah, German, I don't know, down tempo jazz shit that I was into at the time.
That's the best, man. Just somehow you
Mm,
can't find some of the stuff that's out on vinyl, man. But yeah, it's also got that just that dusty sound that I really
mhm,
enjoy. And so again, man, I think you're really good at it. So 2017, your album "I Am Lost" EP, it was great. It was
mhm,
a good jump from your Out There album, and again, it was just showing like massive progression in terms of your capability as a producer. And then I went on to the Aural Wilderness album in 2018.
mhm. I want to say like one of my like still main inspirations like out for my production outside of hip hop is like the Avalanches, especially like that first album, Since I Left You, they did in 2001 2002.
Mm,
um and I know a lot of people are too, because it's just like such a master class on like how to take different sound sources and like put them on top of each other and make that work. So that was
yeah,
like the first project where I was like, I'm gonna like go full force, like each track is gonna have like five or six like different sources on top of each other. um it's hard. It takes a long, even like with all like the modern Ableton technology that we
yeah,
have, like it takes a real ear for like trying to pitch things correctly. It's like, oh, this key needs to match this thing, and then like
yep.
you're taking like six or seven different engineers like work and trying to like do mixes on top of mixes.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm a lot better now on like extracting the specific sound from a record that I want. I know there's a lot of tools, like there's like RX by there's RX8 that a lot of people use to like specifically like, oh, I want to take out this guitar sound like using AI and
Yeah,
extract that. I try to stay away from that because I like when you can hear a little bit of the bleed in the background from the rest of the record. It
yeah,
stays like a little bit messy and raw, but like it adds so much just texture and like character in the background.
yeah,
Um, and I want that to be my sound. I'm not perfect. It's a lot of like really specific EQing and like taking like, oh, the left channel has this instrument but the right channel doesn't, so I'm going to take only the left, or like, oh, there's a specific weird like popping happening on the right that I need to get rid. It's a whole thing, but
yeah. I
I
believe it,
have a
man. Like,
process now.
how long would you say it takes you to kind of just put a beat together in terms of like where you kind of wanted it? I know there's still room for tweaks after you
Mhm.
get the general track down,
um
but how much time do you spend?
Depends on like what my flow is for a particular project, because there's right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get real good at just making something in like 20 minutes and like moving on.
Yep.
Because if I don't do that, I will sit for like 4 hours and just listen to a loop the entire time and like adjust tiny things,
Yeah.
which is not productive. And honestly, like the end result isn't always that much better. If I'm trying to make like a real fucking song, like that's required. But I want to get real good at just like flipping a sample, adding drums to it, like doing a mix and like, getting it done. Um, and honestly, a lot of the mistakes that are left in when you do that end up being really unique and cool anyways. So like,
Yeah.
just trying to get past that mental wall a little bit.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, you want the beat to be perfect, and I've worked with a bunch of people. Same thing too, just down to the nitty gritty, and nothing wrong with that because the
Mhm.
production comes out amazing, right? You gotta be happy with it. That's so awesome.
A
And
lot of
then
self-acceptance going on.
that, yep. And then, hey, when you're looking for these samples, are you taking like a little portable turntable with you and just sifting through
Mhm.
records, or you just kind of gamble and you say, hey, this, we used to pick records by just based on the cover. We're like, hey, this looks
Yeah,
funky. Let's do that. What's your
there's
process of looking?
I do a lot of different things. Like a lot of the times, I just do a lot of listening to different music now. Um, I think it is important to take in as many creative sources as you possibly can, just so
Yep.
you're always getting new ideas in there. So often I'll hear something that I'll stumble across on YouTube or Spotify, and I'll be like, okay, I got to track down the record now because this is like I need to sample this tomorrow. Or since I used to work at a record store downtown in Bellingham, and I have Black Noise, which has a store now. I get a discount there as an artist. It has given me a lot of opportunity to just go in and buy just completely random bullshit that I find based off the cover, like, oh, there's
Yeah.
a lot of the times, like on the back of a record, it'll be like, oh, these people are playing these instruments. It's like, oh, I know this specific synth. I love the sound of that. Or like, oh, this player is really good. I've used him before.
Yeah.
So just trying to build my knowledge base as much as possible so I could because it is a gamble, right? If you're just picking up random records without hearing them, you can there's a lot of cool album covers that end up just being garbage.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
be real.
Yeah.
I'll still take it
Nothing.
home and sample it. Like if I mess up, like there's still like you can extract like little tiny pieces of something.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That was a challenge, man. I mean, again, I don't really have the patience to put beats together, so
Mhm.
I look to you guys to do it. But it's always fun searching for that sample. And you're right. You know, as you go through it, and you get a little better at it, and you find a
Mhm.
couple artists that
I'm trying to
uh,
listen to whole records too, because a lot of the time I'll just like skip the needle around, like looking for a section, but like
that's right.
there's a lot of just I miss a lot of stuff if I don't listen to the entire record. So when I'm just like doing other work or I'm at home, I just I have a whole I have my normal bins where like these are the records I've listened to, and then there's a whole stack of like you know the queue that I need to get through, um,
Yeah.
just to make sure that I'm covering all my bases.
Dope, man. And so after the Wilderness album, you put out Rosengard in 2019,
Hmm.
and from that time, from 2015 to 2019, were you still kind of like just on your own, so experimenting, or did you kind of feel comfortable already with yourself as a producer?
Mm. I still don't feel comfortable, man. Like I feel lucky when I get a good beat out there that I actually want someone to rap on, right?
That's a good point.
Rosengard was right about when I met the Rhetorician. I think there's a beat on here he actually ended up using as a single.
Okay.
Because that whole project actually had a bunch of bootlegs on it, like I Am Lost did. Like every single
Yep.
track had like a different rapper on it, and I
Yep.
stripped it all out. I was like, you know what, these instrumentals are actually kind of good. Let's just let them sit. Like I don't need to hide behind someone else's talent to try to like get my way through.
Yeah, and so that album produced Sunshine Track and the Tulip
Mhm.
Festival. Those are other beats that just kind of flipped my mind, and
They're open still. People haven't used that shit if you want it.
dude, absolutely. So that was like my next line in my notes, man. So I was listening to so at this point I've been through like 4 of your albums,
Hmm.
and I'm like, what the hell, man? No one's used any of these beats. They're freaking bananas, man. So I'm glad I went through it, and I'm like, these are diamonds, man. So I'm gonna talk to you after that. So good,
Yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah.
I
You're welcome.
appreciate
You're
you
welcome.
offering, man. But I thought again, just steady improvement, man, in what you did, man. And then I saw a little change. Well, I asked you why you felt comfortable was when I listened to your "You Should Feel" album
Hmm.
that you put out in 2019. It was a shift in style of beats, right? So a lot of the stuff you were doing was very high energy, boom bap, and
Yep.
then I think you went to a more down tempo style of beats in that album.
Yeah,
Uh,
I started getting really obsessed with like a lot of Warp Records, like 90s IDM, like Boards of Canada and Autechre, and I was like, you know what? Um, I can do the happy sound fine. Let's do the moody sound a little bit.
nice.
Um, and I'm still kind of stuck there to be honest. Like I don't
Okay.
think I've made like I make energy like happy upbeat energy stuff for my friends sometimes, but like I have a whole like unreleased project right now that is like among those lines.
Nice.
Exactly. Yeah, but I'm going to
Which
get out.
which I thought was dope too, man. And so I was like, whoa, he's just kind of trying to flex his skill and trying to grow
Mhm.
as a producer. And then you even had like this beat, which was kind of like a electronic dance type beat of some sort.
Yeah, I started putting
Which,
house stuff in there, right?
yeah, yeah. So I thought that was cool, man. I was like, okay, all right. So he's messing around, and I do that too with albums and stuff too, right? Like they expect me to do a certain kind of sound, but like to do that emotional emo hip hop type stuff, and so
Yeah.
so I did like a project, right? I was like, hey man, I just want to try something else. So that
I
was
think
cool.
it's like super important to like constantly be trying new stuff because I'm honestly afraid. Not that I think I have like enough of a fan base where it's like they actually care what I make yet, but I see these artists, and I'm guilty of this myself. Like I'll have an artist I really enjoy, and they'll make the same kind of thing like a couple albums, and then like suddenly they'll get sick of it and switch it, which is
Yep,
totally fine. But
yep.
it's such a curveball that it takes me a while to actually get over that hump. Like, okay, they're doing this new thing now. I feel the artists that can like change their sound consistently and like constantly bring something new to the table, their audience is much more likely to like take the new sound in and like
Yeah.
accept it. So I want to be that if I can possibly do that, because I like throwing curveballs and I'm constantly making different stuff. So I'm trying not to, now that I have a couple stuff in my catalog and I'm here and have a little bit of a name, I'm trying to make sure that the whatever I throw out next is going to be just a little bit different.
No, I agree, man. Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that too. Early on, where I was trying to
Mhm.
fit like a just fit a stereotype of music that I was putting out, and then I got older and a little bit wiser, and I started trying different things. And so I'm happy with that, right? So it's just good to see what kind of music hits with different people. So yeah, I'm still all about it, trying to evolve. And I enjoy making music with different people too, as well, because the sound that I produce is always different, right, with every person I work with. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I appreciate that, man. I love watching you do different things, man. Which is good, a good segue from your movement album in 2020,
Oh
which
yeah.
was totally different, man. Which is super awesome, man. Again, I thought that was a super experimental one. Like, I thought 2019 was a bit of an experiment, but 2020, you like jumped into a whole different kind of production style, man. You want to talk about that one real quick before I give you my thoughts?
Yeah. My friend challenged me to make a footwork project, so I said, okay, sure, let's go. I was listening to a lot of like drum and bass and like footwork at that moment. I was like, this, I don't know if I can do this myself, but I'll try. I'll give it a shot. So I feel
Yeah,
like it ended up being this really weird combination of like juke footwork and like the a lot of the sample based stuff that I do. Um, I love that EP. I would love to be able to make something like that again, but
yeah.
it's so different than my usual stuff that it's really hard to get back into that mindset. And like those tracks came out like in like 2 weeks, I was done. It was just like that time where it was like, okay, I'm on this tip for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, it was cool, man. Just going through it, and I know prior to that, I heard just mostly soul sample and drum placement, but this was cool, man. I saw that you were alternating BPMs and just tweaking a lot of the frequency of the samples too. It was really funky,
Mhm.
man, and it was good, man. So that was a very pleasant surprise. And you mentioned I love it when people try
For sure,
things.
for sure.
Yeah. So again, and you closed with the last track, which was a drum and bass track with the Big Daddy
Mhm.
Kane very special sample.
I
Uh,
need you with you,
yeah, that's my jam. So I love that track. And then when you flipped it like that, oh man! So that one, man, yeah,
Yeah, that's Nico's favorite too. I love that track. Uh,
yeah.
that sample is just like I know that it's been used like 50 billion times, and like I don't care. Like
Still,
I'm gonna do a version. Fuck it.
yeah, yeah. Same thing with me. I also have that one song. There's this Michael Jackson "Human Nature" song that everybody
Mhm.
uses, and yeah, I was like, yeah, I just want my version of the track, man. So
You asked me to flip that a bit ago, and I tried. I couldn't handle it. It's a wacky sample.
it's Michael Jackson, man.
Yeah.
It's extreme, all right, man. All right, man. And so now I jumped into one of the very important albums that I
Mhm.
encountered, which was your 2020 album, "Voice Inside the Music." Right?
Yeah,
That was
that's
at
my
the
first. Technically, my first actual official album. You could call all the other ones mixtapes, I guess, because like this one had a CD on an indie label that I count it as like the first I am okay representing myself with this in public.
yeah.
you know.
I think I ran into that. See, did you do like some sort of promotion on Instagram? I can't remember, but this was the album
Yeah.
that introduced me to.
Yeah, that's the first one I actually ran ads with, and like I hopped
That's
into
it.
like Adobe Premiere and After Effects and made little like promotional stuff for it, right?
Yeah, that's dope, man. So that's what it is, man. I ran into that album during COVID, and so I guess probably what you didn't know was that I had taken a long break, man. It probably been years,
Hmm.
when I was doing music, and then during the COVID time period, I was like, man, we start doing music a little bit again, and so I
You
was
just
searching
hopped
out.
right back in, and you were that fresh again.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. It definitely felt rusty, man. But I found the ad, and then I'm pretty sure I reached out to you first, man.
Let me scroll back. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm curious who reached out first because I don't
Yeah,
remember it all.
I think it was me, man.
Oh, we've talked a lot though. This is gonna take forever.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's all good, man. But yeah, so I'm gonna say that I reached out to you first, man, and
Okay.
so I went through that, and oh man, I just again so many bangers, man. And I reached out, and then I was like, hey, man, you want to do something? And we ended up doing something together,
Oh
man.
yeah.
So that
Yeah.
was dope, man. Lot of notable tracks that, and I only repeat the names of these tracks because when people watch this interview, I need them to go back and listen to it, man. So 2020, man, you had tracks like the voice inside the music, which
Hmm.
was the title track, and that was my first exposure to Rhetorician, who's an amazing MC too as
He
well.
has a really fucking good verse on that track. I That's one of my
Yeah,
favorite verses to this day, and it's so short. It's just a little like 16 bar, right?
yeah, I dig his style too, and it's very original. And yeah, he just I don't know, he's very creative visually too, man. So I love what he does, man. And then you have the "I Need Water," the Rain song, so many bangers on this track.
Hmm.
Just if anybody's listening, man, go check the man. It's so good that I had to reach out to you. So that
Oh
was
yeah, I'm
awesome,
glad you
man.
did because like I had been kind of in a place where I was like I think I was only really working with Jordan and
Okay.
Crevens. I think I just started working with them.
Yeah.
Um, and there's you're probably the first person like outside my little circle that I
Yeah.
have actually successfully made a project with, which those beats came out that I made for you for the All Right 7 inch. I
Yep.
think I made those both in the same day in a couple hours, and it's just like I got to work with this person. Like he's incredible. I just got to whip something out real quick.
Yeah.
Keep his
Likewise,
attention.
man. No, absolutely, man. At that point too, so that was my first exposure to you. But as
Mhm.
mentioned, that when I went back and listened to your albums, man, I felt like you were really comfortable with your style, and so it makes sense that that this is an album that you want to represent yourself with, man. And
Mhm.
yeah, I just thought you were really good, and I was like, okay, he's very polished now in this album. Back to
And
your
my
stuff.
mixing skills became kind of okay at that point. Like
Really?
I went to audio engineering school for a couple quarters.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so I actually like oh my god, my earlier stuff, I was just throwing huge amounts of compression on like the entire fucking bus and crushing everything, which is
Oh
kind of a cool sound. Like I know that a lot of people will like buy like an SP303 literally just to like run through the compressor on that thing.
yeah.
But it was too much, and I think I can do that a little bit now without completely destroying the entire dynamics of the beat.
Yo, with that, I know that album. There was a physical copy of that, and even out
Mhm.
there, which you produced in 2015, had a physical copy.
Yeah,
What
so
about the other albums in between? Did you have CDs?
no, there's nothing for those. There's always the chance that I could go back now that I'm on Black Noise and like do we'd probably do cassette re-releases of some of that stuff maybe if there's
Yeah,
interest out there. Um, but yeah, what my hope is that like I keep making stuff and eventually I can get to the point where people are asking me to re-release that stuff on physical, but
for
like
sure.
I'm not gonna make it unless there's an audience out there for it because like that shit's expensive.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. No, it's cool, man. And I know you're from the younger generation, and so you guys put a lot of stuff out digitally. I mentioned in previous
Mhm.
interviews that I'm just stuck on like producing those hard copies, whether it be small run or mass production. But yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun to see physical copies, man. And I appreciate
Mhm.
you sending me copies of the 2015
Yeah,
album, man. I'm
yeah,
a
of
big
course.
collector, man. So I love that physical CD. But all great projects, man. And 2020, man. I think you set it off, man. It was a great introduction you to me, and so I'm glad we put that
Mhm.
together. And we should probably cover that now too. Is as a
Mhm.
result of the introduction, man, we connected and we put out a 7 inch.
I love that 7 inch.
Yeah, which oh man, it's banging, dude. You did the art too, man. You're like a walk-in
Mhm.
studio too, man. You freaking scratch, produce, do art,
Yeah.
and it was great, man. So we did the first track, all right, and so I invited some of my friends to hop on that track.
Mhm.
Pause one is Shaman Cassette, who I went to high school with, and dude, I think that track is classic, man. And that
So
would be
those
just
are
the
old high school friends of yours.
Shaman Cassette I went to high school with, and I actually
Okay.
was watching him rap even before I was rapping too, man. So I was just a fan
For
of the
real.
music, and so. Yeah, so I've known Shaman for a long time, and I've known Pause one quite a long time, but not as long as Shaman. But
Mhm.
I know him through other friends, just being in. So they were kind enough to hop on the track, and I thought the beat warranted some dope MCs like that, and it came out great. All right, was
Yeah,
woo
no,
man.
that is, all the verses on that just work so well together, and I think that's actually like a special talent that you have. If I can compliment you for a second, you are able to just match the energy of pretty much any other MC, no matter like what style they're doing, while still sounding completely like your own thing. And
Uh,
I think that's like incredible. It's such an incredible skill to have because it means that you're just so versatile and able to work with anybody.
yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'll probably have to say that it is all because of you and the beat that you generated,
Mm,
but thank you, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, that beat's fire, man, and just always getting about that song. And
mm,
same thing, the B side too was great. The last laugh track, which I did on solo on purpose,
mm.
just to emphasize that it was a Memphis Reigns and Slap Serif project. But it was a
People
great.
like the B side. People when they talk about that to me, they really fuck with the B side. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
lucky sample on that one. Yeah, yeah. Every so often, I'm just like, oh, this is like I barely need to chop it to like make anything work for this, and it just. Oh, I love how you sound on that one. I love that
yeah.
track so
Thanks,
much.
man. Definitely good response, man. And those went out really quick, man. And we got them in a bunch of record shops over these two, which was
Mhm.
cool, man. And a couple folks reached out to get it in their shop. So very awesome project. Now I got some stuff that I'm sitting on too, so
Mhm.
I still have some stuff you sent that I want to use, man. And I know not just that. You also contributed a track to another 7-inch project that I did,
Mm.
the Superpowers EP, which featured just a bunch of other people too as well. So you had a track on that too. That the L was on.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you know him. He's also from Washington too, Seattle area. But I
Yeah, it
just
turns out my friend S Tone is working with him now. So like
I
it
used to,
really is a
oh
small
dude,
world.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Yeah, we just put out that last peace album, and so oh man, that's freaking awesome,
Mm.
man. You should work with him too, man. But
I'll hit him up. Yeah.
he reminds me of you too, man. He does like everything too. He produces, raps, scratches, and does art, man. So you can walk with him.
That's the thing about us younger generation kids is we kind of a lot of us are just doing it completely alone in our bedrooms, right? So we have to learn how to do everything because like it is a one man show unless you actually get out there and meet people. We're so antisocial, dude. Like I'm lucky that we have our little like label over here, a little like social community because like I don't know what I'd be doing if I didn't have those guys at Black Noise. Like it would still just completely be me alone in this little room here, just putting stuff out into the void, basically.
After Voice Inside the Music in 2020, you went on to re-release Feel Love, right? That
Hmm.
EP in 2021, man. You want to talk a little bit about that? That was another awesome project.
Yeah, I realized how poorly I'd exported the originals of that. And I think it was just up on SoundCloud, so I think it was just a good excuse to put something kind of older on Spotify and all the other streaming services because I don't know. I look back at that one. I was like, that was like a really pivotal project in terms of like me kind of trying to really push my sound as far as I possibly could. Yeah, I really like all the tracks on there. A lot of those are like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., like just up really late red eye sessions trying to like figure out like how do I fit these samples together. I think I can.
Those are the best, man. In
Hmm.
particular, I enjoyed the Rose Jam and Oh Honey tracks.
Hmm.
I thought those really hard. So yeah, it was good, man. I'm glad you decided to resurface that. And then
For
the
sure,
final
for sure.
project that I heard on the site was the S3,
Hmm.
which was not an album that was broken up. It was a big mix of like different tracks and so
Yeah,
on.
I have that
So
split if you want it now.
absolutely, man. Oh,
Yeah.
man, those were so good, man. You just got so much top quality. That was great. Was that the last project you've done to date?
Yeah, it's not out yet, but I'm trying to get it out pretty soon. It's been sitting on my hard drive for like a year and a half now, pretty much finished.
Oh wow.
Yeah, just haven't really had the time to get together. Black Noise kind of has a schedule of like we're putting
Yeah.
out like these people need to get their album out first. So that's all happening now. So yeah, S3 should be coming pretty soon, which I think that just I don't have a real name for it yet. I might just call it
Yeah,
S3 because it's my third. But this one's fun. Um, I'm using a lot less. There's still a lot of samples on there, but it's a different kind of sampling than I usually do, where I'm trying to take less kind of standard music. I took a lot of like spoken word records. Like
yeah,
there's this really nice poet named Rod McEwen that I have like a bunch of records from for some reason. He did this series. It was called like the Earth, the Sea, the Sky, and it's just this really this series of like romantic poetry that he would do over these like really cheesy like 60s 70s kind of string section stuff.
yeah.
But there's a lot of like weird like animal noises in there and like different stuff. So I didn't sample his voice, but like there's a lot of kind of found sound stuff going on. I think there's some PBS like Sesame Street like old animated stuff in there. There's this documentary of what's his name? I named one of the tracks after him, like Dick Prenicky, or I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but there's this dude who went into Alaska and built a cabin for himself and just lived by himself for a number of years. So there's an old like documentary of that that I think I watched in school when I was like in elementary that I was like, okay, some cool stuff in there. Let's take that.
Are you guys putting that out on cassette or CD only, or you guys strictly just put out cassettes? What are you guys doing? Do you know?
So we're doing cassette. We don't do CDs anymore. We're doing cassettes.
Okay.
So it'll definitely be out on cassette. We are just starting to float the idea of putting some 12-inch vinyl out. So I think we're
Yep.
going to test that with Estimate's album with Nico, OG Neeks,
Yep.
Bright Ideas. That's coming out on vinyl. We have, can I announce this? Yeah, I probably can. We have Cash McLean and OG Neeks have an album together that's coming out pretty soon.
Okay.
That one's really good. So those are coming out on vinyl. Then we might, yeah, put out S3 on vinyl, hopefully. I think I would love to have that project on vinyl because like I honestly think it is like the most in-depth sound design like full project I've probably done ever.
Wow.
Really happy with it. And I would love to have, even if not for just people to have it, I want it. I want it on
Yeah,
record.
yeah. Hey, I'm with you, man. So I look forward to that release, man. And so that's real good, man. We could talk about that too. Just can we go into just the Black Noise record label? Can you tell me about it? Who's on the label? And
Yeah.
just give them a little introduction.
So that's our little Bellingham home for hip hop that we have out. I mean, we're pretty much as north as you can get, even in Washington, right? Like, I think the border is like 30 minutes up from our, and the closest major city is probably Seattle. Seattle has this completely own thing going on. We mingle a little bit, but yeah, Black Noise is our little home. That's Nico. That's OG Neek's label that he started probably a couple years before I joined. I think it's been a thing for a while,
Okay.
but we kind of started revamping stuff and like putting out more things, and we opened a real record shop, which is super cool. So we have a home base with a studio upstairs to record in. Who is on the label? You can go to the website to see like everyone is on the label, but we
Yep.
have stuff from like the Rhetorician, we have
Yep.
Crevens, we have Estimate, Nautilus, OG Neeks put stuff out. I put stuff out, Cash McLean. Blackskin is releasing a cassette through us pretty soon. That
Yeah.
Quiet Kid in the Corner project he just put out. So yeah, it's honestly we're all just buddies, and it is a nice little avenue for us to put our stuff out through, and we, play shows together. It's a nice little thing.
No, I love it, man. Are you guys like all close in age that you went to school together, or you guys met after school?
I want to say like the youngest one of us is like 21, and I think Nico's up in his late 20s, early 30s. So we're all kind of in a similar
Okay.
age range there. Yeah.
All right. So it sounds like you met through the music scene then. There was no
Yeah.
relationship during primary school.
No. I think some of us are local to Bellingham, but a lot of us are like from like Seattle or like East Side Seattle,
Yeah.
from all over the place. So
Okay,
all
cool.
Washington people for the most part, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's dope, man. All right. So this is one question that I want to know personally is
Yeah.
the story behind your name, man. How'd you get Slap Sarah?
Oh, slap serif comes from slab serif, which is a type of typeface, but my beats slap. So yeah.
It's dope, man. Like I mean, was there yeah, what was the I mean, what's the story in terms of like, oh, hey, why I picked that name and
I don't know if there's a store. I had a shittier name before this that I was putting like electronic stuff out under, which I hope never sees the light of day. So
I
I was
feel
like,
you.
yeah, I chose that like I want to say like 7 years ago, and just kind of
Okay.
it's too late to change it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a fan. Everyone calls me Slap now, so I'm a fan of that. It's kind of a
No,
cool
I
gimmick.
like it, man. I thought it was very unique, man. So just curious, curious as to, how that
Mhm.
was.
Yeah,
Cool,
no, my
man.
major is like I do graphic design for work, so I was in that mindset at the time. It was like I thought it'd be a fun, punny name to use, and it
Uh,
stuck. Yeah.
yeah, super cool, man. Well, good, man. So at this point now, you've probably been doing music for probably 11 to 12 years
Yeah.
now. And so, I mean, music is part of your identity, man. But overall, man, what does music do? Uh,
Uh, I for a while it was just therapy. It was honestly just it started out as a distraction, and then it quickly became like a very nice avenue to just get a lot of emotional energy out. And I'm sure that's the same for a lot of people. I don't think I'm unique in that aspect at all. I think that a lot of us just use this as like an avenue to kind of release some energy that way. It turned into a passion pretty fast. Like it's a lot of what I think about, like 50% of the time is just music going on in my
yes,
brain.
same. I hear you.
So yeah, I don't think I could live without it at this point, but it's really just, I don't know. I feel like everything is kind of a shitty answer, but it is really a lot. Yeah.
No, that's awesome, man. Yeah, yeah, I feel the same way, man. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
definitely a little older than you, and same thing, man. When I try to stop doing music, and I found myself just coming back to it. It's awesome, man.
You
Good
can't get
deal.
away from it. Like
Yeah,
you
not at
really
all, man.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I find myself trying to like. I'm never satisfied with like a project I put out.
No.
Um, yeah, I'm still catching. I'm trying to catch that perfect wave, man. And, I never feel like I'm there, man. So I feel like the next project is going to top together, and then
Mhm.
yeah.
That's a
So
good thing. If you feel like as soon as you feel like you've made it and you stop trying, like that's when your music turns to shit, right? So like
yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta the kind of like not great feeling of like, oh, I feel like I could have done better on this. Like that's
yeah,
important because it
yeah.
keeps you actually trying as hard as you can to like make a good product, right?
No, I agree, man. And so with that, what else you got aside from S3, man? Like for myself, I always got a couple projects in the works,
Mhm.
even afterwards. So do you have anything else past S3 that you're working on that you want to share, or is it too
I'm kind of
early?
in like a no man's land right now when it comes
Yeah,
to like direction because it's been sitting on S3 forever.
yeah,
I'm making some house stuff on the side. I might put that out under a different name, just kind of differentiate it. But I've been making a bunch of those tracks in the background because that's like the other half of what I listen to is a lot of like kind of Chicago, Detroit techno and like French house. That's like I've been listening to that stuff just as long as hip hop, but I just never really like chose to put it out, I guess.
yeah.
But that's next because as repetitive as that kind of stuff might seem on the surface, I feel like it is so much harder to make
I don't
well
doubt
than
that
hip
at
hop
all, man.
is. At least for me right now, it's a completely different process, and like trying to like figure out song structures over the course of like 6 or 7 minutes is like wild. And yeah, I'll do what I did with Slap Serif, which is I'll just put out whatever I have right now and just accept that it's not what I want it to be and just move on and eventually I'll get there right catch the perfect wave in the future 10 years down the line.
Nah, I hear you, man. Well, good, man. I'm glad to hear that you're still staying busy, man. And so with that, man, at some point, man, I got to get out to Washington, and
Mhm.
you got to come get out to Hawaii at some point.
Oh yeah, please. I am so it's like sunny outside right now, but it's still like 70 degrees. It's miserable. Like I don't you're not gonna have fun down here. I will have fun in Hawaii though.
Hey, so what does Slap Serve do for fun, man? Aside from making music, man, what are you into?
I've been pretty big into like retro video game collecting right now. So I got
Yes.
like I got sitting over here. I got like the SNES, I got the Dreamcast, I got the Sega Saturn.
Oh
Just
wow,
trying to fill out my collections for those a little bit.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm just not super big on, microtransactions and loot boxes. So a lot of the stuff I'm playing right now is like stuff I missed 20 years ago, right?
Yeah. So
When I wasn't.
you have the actual console that you.
Yeah.
Holy
Mhm.
cow, man! Are you getting them on eBay or are you actually finding them in like thrift shops?
Thrift shops is it's pretty difficult to find a good deal on anything.
Oh, that's
There's
cool,
like
man.
retro video game stores around me. Well, I'll check in. Those are super expensive though because they know what they have. Um, a lot of the stuff I get will just be like luck of the draw. Like
Yeah.
I'll go to a random place and they'll actually have, like, yeah, we have this random Dreamcast in the back for like $20. Do you want it? Like, I don't think we're gonna be able to sell it. It's like, yeah, yeah, absolutely. It saved me like $80 or whatever. But you could emulate all this stuff, right? You could just be playing it on the
Yep.
computer or whatever.
Yeah.
That's totally possible. But I find that I actually sit down and play stuff more if I have the console out, just because
Yep.
it's less of a process. You just kind of turn it on and play, right?
Yeah, super cool just to see too. It's a good piece to have in the house. And
Mhm.
like I don't play games too much, but I was at a thrift shop and I saw the NES Advantage joystick. Which I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy this because I want it in my room, right?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it just looks cool, man. Or at some point, yeah, I hope run into a Power Glove. Do you even know what a Nintendo Power Glove
Yeah,
is?
yeah. I don't think I've seen a working one in my
uh,
life. There's a couple shops up in Canada that I have my eye on. My friend really wants a Power Glove, so I've been kind of hunting around for them.
yeah,
Um, they don't work.
yeah, bro. I don't think they were they were even
Yeah.
out back in the day, man. No.
Like, you ever seen The Wizard?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that guy was doing in the movie to like play Rad Racer is not. It is not
Yeah.
as advertised.
It wasn't as user friendly where he was like driving he was driving
Mhm.
the vehicle like that. Yeah, oh man, that's a good
Like,
classic
no.
movie, man. Man,
Hmm.
that's way before your time. That's cool that you've seen it though, man.
Yeah, no, I'm stuck in the past with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a terrible habit. I have my friends kind of filter feed me the good music that's coming out right now because I am super bad about like keeping up on
Yeah.
stuff because there's just so much stuff to catch up on from the 60s and 70s for sampling purposes, and then like
Oh yeah.
still digging through the infinite catalog of like obscure 90s hip hop that's out there
Yeah.
because it's all fucking good. There's like everyone was just fucking going hard back then for no reason. Turns,
Yeah. No,
you know.
I feel the same way too, man. I'm stuck in that period of music, and yeah, I try to do my best to hear what's coming out. But you're right, man. I just got
Mm.
a certain sound that I like. But hey, man, interesting point is that so you're into video games, man. But I'm surprised I haven't heard any tracks where you've sampled video games, man.
Mm. You
I
did.
do like
You
I like
definitely
that
did.
sound too, man. It's really cool, and it's really hard to get like the right beat, man, or
You
drums to it.
actually have 100% heard some video game samples on some of my
What
early
really?
projects. Yeah.
Oh man, well you flipped them
Um,
pretty good, man. Yeah.
it would not be chiptune stuff. It would be like I used to play a lot of like PC adventure stuff like Myst, where you like,
Okay.
you click around and solve puzzles and stuff. There's a lot of like really like weird like full motion video of like voice acting in that I can pull
Okay.
some clips from.
Oh man, that's
There's
great.
this game called The Neverhood, which was like a claymation point and click adventure, which is like the weirdest, like almost biblical storyline. So I used to pull a lot of stuff from there, just little voice clips. But yeah,
Oh wow.
it's I should do some chiptune stuff. I think it'd be cool because that's what I'm like playing right now is like old SNES RPGs, and it's good. It's good music as it is.
Yeah. Hey, so yeah, I mean, whatever you're doing, man, keep at it, and I can't wait for
Mhm.
the future releases too, as well. I would say probably collectively you can find all that music on the Black Noise Record website, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, easy
Yeah, and then you do a good job of cataloging all your stuff too on your Bandcamp and
for
SoundCloud.
now. I mean, I might go back and get rid of some of the older stuff at any moment. So if you want to hear the beginnings, like that's not going to be around forever. I'm gonna pull that move and like take a bunch of stuff down, I think.
Oh man, I'm gonna steal a bunch of stuff from you, man. After this,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good stuff, man.
I
Well,
appreciate you.
good, man. Well, aside from that, man, I appreciate you taking the time to come chat with me, man. It was
Yeah,
good.
thank you so much.
Yeah, that was super fun, man. We got to do it again when your next project comes out. And,
Yeah,
man, you're just great, man.
next couple of months I think I'm gonna start seriously trying to like do all the designs for the cassette and the vinyl or whatever. So um
Yeah,
I'll put out some Instagram ads or something again, so it'll float your way.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, man, not anymore. I go direct to the source now, man. So
Yeah,
it's good, man. It's an honor to be your friend, and it's an honor to have worked with you, man. I enjoy
yeah,
watching
you
you
too.
continually progress, man. So, yeah, definitely, keep me posted on that new release, or otherwise
Hmm.
I'll run into it on social media. But yeah, man, check my man Slap Serif out. He's an amazing producer out of Bellingham, Washington, and I look forward to future releases, man.
Yeah, check out the rest of Black Noise too. We're all out here doing our thing, trying to make a scene for ourselves, and everyone is putting out some fucking fire shit right now. So you really cannot go wrong with anyone on Black Noise Records. It's seal of quality on that shit. Like everything is passing the vibe check that we all send each other beats all the time, and making sure that we're moving the music forward a little bit as much as we
Yeah,
can.
100% agree, man. Y'all do good music out there and represent the culture well, man. Thanks again.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and do it again.
Yeah, see ya.
All right.